Lenny Hill. To be presented by my classmate, Harvard University Hall of Famer, Babe Samorian.
I'd just like to offer my congratulations to all the inductees here tonight. It's typically a great night, and it is wonderful to be back in Watertown. Lenny Hill's life, to me, reads like a football game. Lenny Hill, at the age of 13, was orphaned, and that's like, I think, having 1st and 10 on your own goal line. But Lenny Hill is the type of guy that had true grit, a very determined, very disciplined person. Those of you who haven't met him, I urge you to do so after the festivities this evening. But I'm sure if you do, you'll see what everyone else sees when they meet Lenny Hill, which is you look in his face and you see a nice, warm person. But you look into his eyes and you see determination, discipline. He's got it all. You hold his hand and shake it, and you'll probably lose your hand in his. And fortunately for him, he had those God-given talents, those wonderful hands, and that inner strength to drive himself. He could throw the ball like no one I ever saw. His pinpoint accuracy was a legend, I think, on the practice field. And I spent many hours with him playing catch, as we did back in those good old days. But Lenny drove himself down the field. And I think he got himself to his 50-yard line when he was a member of that wonderful senior team of his that won the state Class B championship. I think from there he went on and he started playing ball in the other guy's backyard where all good quarterbacks want to play. Always playing on the offensive side of that 50-yard line. And what he did was very spectacular. He went on to BU and became the most valuable football player in his senior year at BU. He won the George V. Brown Memorial Trophy, which later became known as the Harry Aganis Award. A major feat. But I think the crowning glory to his athletic career was when he was named first team academic All-American. I don't know if any other Watertown graduate has ever had such an honor. And he was the only football player from the East in 1958, from all the colleges of the East, to be named to the academic All-American football team. But in Lenny Hill's true style, that wasn't where he was going to stop. Lenny just kept on going. And Lenny has gone on to become an educator. He was a superintendent of schools. He's in charge of the children at the Medway School and has been in the Medway school system for the past 18 years. And I think what Lenny Hill has accomplished is what many of us would like to accomplish with our lives. And what he's done is he's given back much more than he's ever taken from anything and any organization he's ever been in. Lenny Hill has given other children the opportunity to go from their own goal line down to the end zone and score their own touchdowns, because Lenny keeps on scoring touchdowns every day of his life. Please welcome Lenny Hill to the Watertown Hall of Fame. Lenny?
I didn't intend to start this way, but for those of you who are out there, you notice I'm still following behind Babe Samorian. That seems to be my story of my life, following behind great quarterbacks. So it was kind of nice to find out tonight that Babe was going to give my introduction. The only other thing I can tell you before I give my 1 minute and 43 second spiel, I promise you, is I want you to know I grew up in the East End, corner of Arlington and Arsenal Street, and it's so famous, the house that I was born in, they tore it down and there's a gas station. So that gives you an idea of what it was like in the East End. But somewhere in here you'll get the connection to that little remark, being in the East End near Berkeley Street, etc., etc. Let's see what we can do with this. I want to thank the members of the Hall of Fame for inducting me into the Watertown High School Athletic Hall of Fame. It's quite an honor to follow the individuals who have gone before me. But more important, I really want to share this with all those individuals who, through their encouragement, kindness, and friendship, have made this honor possible for me. Because as we all know, there are very few things in our life that we ever achieve completely on our own. There are always other individuals there who lend a helping hand and contribute to our success and help to enhance our character and make us the person we are. I was very fortunate in those years, as I journeyed through them, to have other individuals in this community who were willing to reach out with a helping hand, especially in those moments when I needed it most. In the beginning, my mom and dad, my brothers, my sister were there to share their love and to set the foundation for my character and my value. But as time passed and events happened over which none of us have control, I was able to expand that family to include my foster father, Preston Hatch, who many of you know, whose love, understanding, and generosity was endless. In school, I was fortunate to have classmates who were very supportive, who were always willing to pitch in and help out and lend a hand. As a matter of fact, one of those individuals and classmates of mine extended a helping hand. It was Barbara Emery, and I never gave it back. She's been my wife for the past 37 years. Barbara? That's for you. So those guys who always thought I was dumb, I wasn't so dumb after all. I held on. The luck of the Irish would be that I would have great teammates with superb athletic ability that really made me a much better athlete than I really was. But boy, they let me know that. And in this end of the town, they reminded me it was still okay to play with them, even though I was Irish, my last name did not end in a vowel, or IAN. That's why I think I was a quarterback. There was no other safe place to be. And finally, my coaches, especially Joe Zeno and Bob Gleason. You cannot find two finer human beings anywhere if you look. And as someone else said, I know they're up there laughing like hell and clapping at the same time because they were great individuals. They taught me the value of self-discipline and commitment that has served me so well on and off the field in dealing with the children I do. So, as you can see, I did not make this journey alone. To each of you, especially those rare and unexpected friends who have touched my life, a very deep and warm